Hi, it's me, Shoei. I'm back on this channel again after months. Last time I uploaded, it was going to be this two-part video where I talk about books and also movies and TV and music that I've been enjoying recently, but I never really got around to editing that second part. Actually, I think I edited most of it, but by then more than a month had passed and I also didn't really like the end product, so I just gave up on it and I haven't filmed anything since until now. Just have come to accept that this year and definitely next year will be crazy busy and I'm not organised enough to have structured times to film videos, so whenever I can I will try, but that may not be very often. My phone just fell off its precarious. Fucking hell. This whole setup is very fragile. I could fall off my chair, my phone could and probably will fall off its tripod stand that I've made. Anyway, what was I even talking about? It's the holidays for me now, so that's why I have a little bit of spare time, although I should be using every bit of time I have to prepare for exams. But yeah, I thought I would do the end of the year book tag, is that what it's called? Which I saw Ariel Bissett do, and I thought that would be a nice thing to do as I come back to my channel. I will stop rambling and get on with the questions. So the first question is, are there any books that you started this year and still need to finish? There is only one book that I started and kind of DNF'd for now, which is The Narrow Road to the Deep South by Richard Flanagan, and I kind of stopped this because it was quite dense and I wasn't super interested in it, and I think it was during the school term, and during the term I feel like I enjoy having lighter reads that are easier to get through, that I'm actually interested in, because it is so hard for me to get myself to read that when I do read I want it to be something I'm really enjoying. So I put that down, and it's not that I didn't like it, I guess I wasn't super invested in it, but it is something I'd like to revisit and maybe finish at some point. I don't think that's going to be at any time during this year, but that's like a DNF for now that I should get back to at some point. There is actually a series, not a book, that I would like to finish this year. I didn't start it this year, but I've been continuing it, which is the Wayfarer series. I think there's actually going to be another book, so Quartet by Becky Chambers. I read the second book this year and the first book last year, I think. I could be wrong, but I want to finish it off, or at least get up to date. I'm not really sure about whether the series is continuing, but all I have left is this one, which is on my TBR. Hopefully by the end of the year I will be caught up. The next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Down here in Australia, it's not autumn, it's spring. So I guess I could pick something that is summery, but I don't really read according to seasons. I kind of pick up whatever I feel like and I'm interested in, so don't have one for this question. The next question is there a new release that you're still waiting for? I feel like, again, I don't really have an answer for this question because I don't keep up to date with new releases that often, and I'm not sure what books are coming out, are yet to come out. I guess there's a book that hasn't come to my library yet, so it has been released, but I haven't got my hands on it yet, and that is volume 2 of Heartstopper. I'm pretty sure that they're actually released online, so I could just read it online, but I would like to read volume 2 and 3 because I think 3 is coming out soon. I should say what it's about. It's basically this really cute romance between two boys in 6th form or something to do with school in the UK. I don't really know exactly what it was, but in the first volume they kind of formed this friendship that became a romance, and it's just very sweet. The next question is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? For the first one, I'm going to go again with The Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers, as I mentioned before, because this will bring me up to date, and I've been looking forward to this book for a while since I'm enjoying the series so much. The Wayfarers series follows this whole cast of characters. Each book kind of follows different ones. I think they are all kind of linked or have connections to each other, but the stories are quite separate, and it's in this version of the universe where all of like the alien races kind of have a community. I don't really know how to give the synopsis of this series. It just follows a whole bunch of aliens, and the last one actually followed an AI. I'm really bad at this. Just follows a bunch of aliens and their relationships and their day-to-day lives. It's very character focused, but the world is also really amazing, and you can see that Becky Chambers has put a lot of thought into each planet and each alien species. The next book is quite high on my TBR and has been for a while, as most books are, and that is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I love Hank Green. I love the Vlogbrothers channel, and I just love everything he does. So I am very excited to read this. I have high hopes. I'm not sure, like I have no idea whether I like his writing or not. I love like the things that he writes for the Vlogbrothers channel, so I'm hoping that this book will have the same feel and I will enjoy it as much as I do their channel. But obviously, I don't know, it's his first published work. I'm scared a bit that I'll be too hyped up for it, that it might let me down, but I'm still just very excited to read it and hoping that I enjoy it. It's gotten a lot of good reviews, so yeah, I've been kind of saving it for a good time, and I think this holidays might be that time. This is actually something that Ariel said in one of her videos. I can't remember if it was this tag or some other video, that she keeps waiting for like the perfect time to finish this book that she's like hoping she will love, but then that time never happens, it never comes, so you just keep putting it off. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this book. Hopefully I do get to it either this holidays or next holidays, and hopefully I love it as well. The synopsis for this I don't really know too much about because I've been purposefully trying to keep it a bit vague, but I'm pretty sure it's like speculative fiction, something to do with fame and robots, maybe? The cover makes me think robots, but I honestly have no idea. And the last book that I'm hoping to read before the year ends is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. This is going to be made into a film, I'm pretty sure, soon, so I want to read it before the film comes out. And yeah, it's again been on my TBR for a long time. Obviously it's gotten a lot of praise, a lot of people love it. Just today actually I was watching a video by Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe, and she was saying how this is one of her favourite books. So I don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. This will definitely be for the summer after exams finish, but it is still there on my TBR. Hopefully I will get to it. And this one I also know practically nothing about. I'm pretty sure The Goldfinch is a painting. Possibly someone steals it, but don't quote me on that. The next question is there a book that you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? I don't know. I don't know how many books I'm actually still going to get through before the end of the year. I would say that like An Absolutely Remarkable Thing or even The Goldfinch could be my favourite books, but I don't know if that's necessarily something that would shock me because I have been looking forward to them a lot. I just borrowed and I'm about to start The Standing Chandelier. I'll get it. The Standing Chandelier by Lionel Shriver. I don't think I pronounced that right, but I borrowed this just like last week and I'm about to start it, and I don't really remember much about the plot or why it was recommended. I don't have many expectations for this, but it's small. It could be my favourite. I think I've heard good things about it, but yeah, I guess I'll go with this. And the final question is, have you started making reading plans for 2020? I have not. I'm just hoping that I can keep up my reading next year despite being in my last year of high school. I know that I haven't managed my time that well this year, but actually I could possibly be less busy next year because I have less subjects, and each subject has more content, but it is still 2 subjects less. Although I'm also thinking of trying to get a job, so I don't know. I'm expecting that it will be as busy as this year was, but I want to organize my time a bit more and prioritize reading so that I can keep that up despite all of the schoolwork. I want to get through more of the books on my bookshelves because that was one of my goals for this year, which I haven't done that successfully. I haven't bought a lot of books, so there is that, but I still have so many here that I haven't read yet, so I guess those are my only plans as of now. I feel like half my answers were not really answering the question, but that's been the tag. I'm not tagging anyone because I wasn't tagged either. I just said tag so many times. Yeah, if you'd like to do this, then feel free to. Speaking of tags, I'm really sorry to anyone who tagged me in a video like before I went on my massive, practically a year-long hiatus. I don't think I'm gonna get to any of them. If I ever feel like procrastinating, maybe I will film one. You can follow my Goodreads if you want to stay up to date with my reading, because I do still rate all the books I've read on there. Otherwise, I'd like to talk to you about your answers for any of these questions, whether you've read any of the books that I mentioned. Thanks to those of you who are still sticking around and watching my videos when I sporadically upload them. That's all. I hope you're having a lovely week, and I'll see you in my next video, whenever that may be.